You're wondering why I don't go out into the field. The answer is old Slappy, a thresher that nearly killed me. Science demands I forgive it. Vengeance demands I kill it. Today, my friend, you will be my vengeance. Take my hand. Old Slappy removed several of my limbs the last time we met. One hopes the scent of my extremities will bring him out of hiding, make him eager to finish the job, as it were. Plant my hand outside Slappy's lair in the Highlands.
That's right, Slappy. You smell it, don't you? That's the scent of a gentleman.
Badass wants to play!
Beware Slappy's tentacles! You can blast them in half, but they'll regenerate sooner or later! The eyes! Go for the eyes! Yes! You've killed the creature that removed my various limbs! I feel, well, slightly underwhelmed, to be honest. Mayhaps vengeance isn't all it's cracked up to be. Still, not your fault. Retrieve my arm and return at your leisure.
Scientifically, murdering old Slappy was probably a bad idea. Vengeance-istically, I thank you for your help. Greetings. Do you feel you have too many bullets but not enough money?
I just ordered some serious merchandise from an arms dealer. Man's got to protect his business after all. I'm gonna need you to pick up the shipments quick as you can. Ooh, that arm's looking good. He must have worked out.
The Hyperion Grinder Lottery is almost upon us.
That arm must have belonged to a seamstress or something. You can tell from the metatarsals. You nearly got them all. Just keep hustling.
Activating combat mode.
Not much time left before those go bad. Better hurry.
Guns! Glorious guns!
Good hustle. Just put those babies in my P.O. box, and we'll see if that arms dealer lives up to his reputation.
You can never be too well armed.
Now those are some pristine limbs. Well done. Well, there's a joke somewhere about how those cost me an arm and a leg. I can't think of one right now, of course, but I could sell those for a fortune.
Residents of Overlook.
Extreme paranoia. I hid my notes on the opening of the vault and promptly forgot their locations. While I grind my teeth to dust in frustration, you will retrieve these journals for me. The same questions occurred to me today as I was pinning a disemboweled skag to my front door to dissuade others from approaching it. What does Jack want with the vault key? Was the key simply charging the entire time I possessed it before Jack crowbarred it from my bloody hands? Was it waiting to unleash its alien powers on Pandora, to make Iridium appear from the very ground? Was it preparing itself to unlock even more alien ruins? I will delve deeper into this question after I soundproof the walls of my home, that I may be spared the incessant laughter and joviality of Sanctuary's citizens. I have uncovered legends of an ancient alien warrior. The legends tell of a magical key that can bring it back to life. If my hypotheses are correct, which they always are, the legends may be speaking of the vault key. Also, a young man told me I was pretty on my way back from the grocer's. My reaction was surprisingly tame. I only spent the next 3 hours dry heaving into a bucket. Yesterday, I had a conversation with another human being. Granted, it was only a conversation inasmuch as my grunts of social terror could be taken as human speech, but Roland did not seem to mind. He asked me why Jack hasn't revived the warrior yet, if he has the key. I conveyed that the key needed to be charged by Iridium, hence Jack's mining operations. He nodded and silently wiped the streams of my saliva from his face. I returned home, confused not only at his lack of disgust toward my behavior, but my lack of disgust toward him. For the first time, I felt as if I could actually live in Sanctuary. For the first time, I feel as if I might be okay.
You listened to my notes, I assume. I would be upset were it not for the equally private... I hid the copious material I compiled after opening the vault those 5 long years ago. In a fit of spastic paranoia, I did not write down the locations to the information. Find it for me, and be handsomely... Oh, were you expecting me to say handsomely rewarded? Given the blank look on your face, I assume you have not completed your task.
I've been relocated to Sanctuary against everyone's better judgment. Not my own, mind you. I never wanted to be here. I was perfectly content to live out my days in a non-standard living arrangement with 2 ceiling chairs I met at a bar fight. Oh, they're adorable. They barely speak any English. And if you have to ask what a ceiling chair is, I pity the life you've wasted. I should discuss the scroll-elephant in the room. The reason for my relocation was an elongated and systematically unpleasant torture at the hands of Jack's cronies. Roland and his well-defined pectoral muscles were kind enough to entrust the vault key with me after the awakening of the Destroyer, not to be confused with the Warrior. Seriously, those sound nothing alike. Oh, right, torture. I asked nicely on several occasions to take proper precautions against bacteria on the instruments, but it fell upon idiotic ears. As they cut into my flesh over and over, I would fade in and out of consciousness and whisper to the ceiling chairs that it was going to be okay. Clork was afraid at first. His 4 legs trembled against the cold ceiling. But he knew he had to be strong for me. Then they went to work on his brother, Philippe.
You see my gun? It was
Philippe.
right here.
Great.
Philippe was so brave. He was so brave for me when the rotary saws began to ply his legs from his body. Clark cried out for his brother, even when one of the torturers inadvertently sat on him and muffled his cries. The last thing Philippe said before he passed on to the great wooden beyond was, "I love you, Patty. I love you." And then he was gone. It's lonely here in Sanctuary. Sure, Clark prattles around on the ceiling, but it's hardly the same. Jack has taken so much from me. Jack has taken the only happiness I've ever had in his asinine quest for the warrior and more power. Revenge is as pointless as music, but on this occasion, I will allow myself the revenge. I will allow myself to aid in his downfall. Mark my words, Jack. You're going to die.
Ah! The chronicles of my torture. I shall warm up some cold cocoa and listen to these again. Have you completed your task yet?
Taggart was hired to wipe out the stalker population a while back. He also, adorably, tried to write a book about his adventures in the Highlands. You find the chapters of his book, and I'll plagiarize the living daylights out of them for mine. Win, 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 as they say. Nobody says that. I say it.
Bi-yearly medicine shipment has doubled. Congratulations on your second bottle of aspirin.
Eaten, was he? Suppose there's a lesson to be learned in all of this. He who attempts to fight nature will get eaten. Sounded much more poignant in my head. Apologies.
Hello. Given the skill with which you dispatched those robots, we of the town of Overlook thought you might give us a hand, so to speak. So, first item on the agenda, we're all dying of a brain disease. If you could get us 3 shipments of medication, we would live, which would allow me to keep paying you. Our medicine machine needs a new battery. Please climb the clock tower ladder and remove the clock's battery.
God damn it, some jackhole broke the clock tower! How the hell am I supposed to know what time it is now?
You found the battery. Plug it into our medicine machine and buy some skull shiver medication, please. Once I find out who thought we needed a running clock more badly than we needed shiver medication, they will be thoroughly reprimanded.
I, Handsome Jack, am moderately happy to welcome you into the Hyperion family. Watch out for those stalker attacks!
Thank you, but we need 2 more medicine shipments. The next is carried by a traveling Hyperion requisition officer wandering the Highlands. Get the medicine from him. Without his guards, I'm sure the salesman will give you a good price for his medicine. I suggest killing them politely, if possible.
Critical damage sustained.
If you ain't dead, I'll keep you that way.
So, next time.
Great. You're very efficient. I respect that. The last medicine shipment was being delivered by boat, but we lost contact. Find it, please.
Happy Mother's Day to the greatest mom a master huntsman could ask for. Now, don't get excited. I locked the present with my fist print, so you can't open it till I get home. Anyway, I'm off to go disembowel Henry the Stalker with my teeth. See you soon.
Threshers, be careful.
I'm legally obligated to tell you. I ain't
Got all the medicine. Efficient. Very efficient. Now please distribute that medicine around town. I'd do it myself, but Hyperion doesn't like it when we leave our homes.
Appreciate it.
Screw you! You can bring me medicine all day. It don't make you less of a skag, sucker!
Sorry about Dave. He's we try not to talk to him. Return to me for your agreed-upon reward.
Attention, Overlook residents. You're welcome.
If I had 10 people like you, this town would be running like clockwork. Now that our brains aren't going to rot from the inside, let's move on to point 2 on my agenda. Revolt. If we are to shake off Hyperion control, the town will need a shield like sanctuaries to protect it from moonshot blitzes. If you could donate some shields to the town, I could scavenge them and build us a shield. Just drop whatever shields you no longer want into the grinder. Yes, just like that. A few more shields and I'll be able to build us a defense shield out of the parts. I was a computer engineer before Overlook's old administrator died and left me in charge.
Karima, you can't make us no techie shieldy thing. You's a woman. Now, if the town needs someone to make us a big old sandwich, then we call you.
Your feedback is appreciated, David. Thanks for the gear, stranger. I'm ready to build the shield now. Grab the scrap and bring it to me.
Y'all's just gonna blow yourselves up. Better quit now.
Thank you for your input, Dave. Overlook's shield is finished, and I would very much like your help testing it. Head to the Hyperion outpost nearby and get to the mortar cannon on the launch pad.
Hey, Karima, you know what's even better than having a working shield? Not being a woman.
Oh my God, shut up, Dave.
Who's that skag-sucking moron up by the cannon?
Please ignore Dave and aim the cannon 55 degrees port-bound, 86 degrees skyloft. We'll need Overlook to sustain a direct hit from the mortar to test the shield. Now, fire the cannon.
Karima, don't feel bad. Jack fed your husband to the grinder. Well, I'll bet you if you ask nicely.
Now, let's try that with the shield on. Please fire the cannon again. Most efficient. The shield works. Overlook is safe, and no Dave. This is truly a happy day. Return to me at your earliest convenience. You know my favorite thing about Dave? He's dead.